Peace, Grand Rising, good morning, and welcome to day 6 of our 60-day journey to healing, transformation, and self-discovery. Man, what a week it has been. I hope this time has been great for you to reflect, to do some writing. The writing portion is very, very important. When you write things down, you actually cement them in this reality in some form or fashion. All right? And so we write things down. We place them in our minds. That's why we gave you the Post-its as well inside of your Hero's Journal package. We gave you a beautiful pen. We gave you some daily Post-its because you have daily tasks too. This is a 60-day challenge, but even within that challenge, you have daily tasks that you need to be reminded of. So a beautiful Post-it that says, let me call my uncle who I haven't spoken to in 4 years for no apparent reason, just because life has been lifing, and see how he's doing. And that reminder will that call and reminder work hand in hand, and he'll be very thankful for it, or your aunt or whoever. And we write things down and we burn them sometimes. Things we trying to get rid of. You can write on a piece of paper and you can literally burn it, and with the mental capacity of what it is you're doing, you're saying, I need to rid myself of this. Some of my elders used to teach me techniques to write things down in my mind and connect imaginary balloons to it and have it drift off way beyond where the eye can see. And so these are just some of the techniques, some of the magical things that we can do because we're magical beings, whether we want to admit it or not. The fact that you here, after all that you've survived, when you didn't think the rent was going to be paid, that car note was going to be paid, or this was going to happen, you made it happen. All right? You made it happen. You manifested it, and you are here now on this hero's journey to continue your journey. So, day 6, sibling rivalry and tension. That's a good one. Sibling rivalry and tension. And so why are me and my brother and sister always at odds? Why do we see things different? Why is someone jealous of me? Or why am I jealous of that person? These things are important when you start speaking about the hero's journey. These people are the closest to you, even though they are reflections of self. And so why is my sibling so outspoken, but yet I'm so shy? Why does my sibling get all the attention and I don't get none? Why? And so we are here to address those issues. Even in the closest bonds, comparison can cause division. Why are you even comparing yourself to your brother or sister when they may have a different mission while they're here? Their circumstances may be different. Now, how you can say that when we're in the same household? If you 5, 6, or 7 years apart, the conditions in which you were brought up in may have been different than when your younger brother or sister was brought up in. You might have been at the cusp of mom and dad's struggle, and y'all had a 1-bedroom and you couldn't get all the things you want. And just 5 years later, mom and dad have come up a little bit, got better jobs, got a degree, and now your sibling is getting physical things that you didn't get. That may cause some jealousy, like, wait, but you're not looking at this picture in its totality. The circumstances dictate this. My oldest son, Marcus, I was able to get him 2 used cars, and one of them was really used, because we were struggling. But he was on his way to college, and I wanted to afford him something. So he messed the first one up. I did it again. Malcolm, who was 7 years younger, he got a car that was a little bit better, and he took care of his car a little bit better, appreciated it. And then Odyssey came along, and she got a Lexus. It was a used Lexus, but she was the daughter she got. And then when she graduated college, I had promised her a new car, and she drove off in a brand new Mercedes-Benz. And how did her siblings see that? Did they see that, whoa, you did that for her? Or did they go a little bit deeper and recognize the circumstances, our financial standing had changed? And so these are the circumstances of a deep dive that we have to be honest about. Maybe your sibling only got what they required at that particular time. Like my oldest son, when he went to junior high school, he didn't have no phone. He was still on that old paradigm where you better show up when you show up. But nowadays, you wouldn't dare send your child out into the world without a cell phone as a necessity, right? Not as a luxury, as a necessity. And so as we look at the sibling rival, if we want to be honest about it, we gotta peel back some layers. What would it look like to release those old roles, right? How did it shape your self-worth and identity? These are important questions. You know what I'm saying? Why are we not close today? Or, man, I'm so glad we stayed close, all right? And so these are just some of the things. And let's look at an encouraging example. You no longer have to be the responsible one, the quiet one, the forgotten one. You can define who you are outside of the old scripts. All right? So as we look into the roles we played when we talk about sibling rivalry and tension. All right? All right. Family systems often hand us invisible scripts. You might have been the responsible one, the funny one, the quiet one, or the problem child. These roles help keep balance, but they also confined us. So each child, what I learned as a parent, is different. Each child's needs are different. You can talk to one child one way, but you can't talk to the other child the same way because they may be fragile in certain aspects. So all of these things play a role in that. Think back to your siblings or close relatives. How did comparison show up? Were you praised while another was criticized? Were you overshadowed? Did love feel like a competition? Right? Man, dad's always showing so-and-so love. Why is he not showing me that love? Maybe you didn't need that, or the perception was, should I say, you didn't need that type of love when your sibling did. My daughter is the baby, but her brother, Elijah, who is just 2 years older than she is, he was born with cerebral palsy. He was born premature. And so his needs were much different than hers. She almost kind of got lost in the sauce and had to fend for herself in otherwise states where she would have got the attention. He received a lot of attention. She resented her brother early on in life as a child because she didn't have the understanding that went with what was going on. But as she got older, she understood more and said, oh, I get it now. He couldn't even walk. So this is why he got this attention. This is why I had to get on the school bus like a city bus at 8 and 9 years old and make it to school and, things of that nature. And so we have to examine this on a very deep level. These dynamics are powerful because they shape our identity. we begin to believe that our worth depends on performance or on being different from someone else. And that's where that competitive nature comes in, with siblings or close relatives. But here's the truth. Your value has never depended on contrast. You are not defined by how you were compared. So stop comparing yourself to your brothers and sisters. Love on your brothers and sisters. That's all you have. Put the petty differences aside. And, because at the end of the day, family is really all we have. Today, as you write, name the role you were given. Ask yourself, did I choose this role or was it chosen for me? Then imagine laying that role down like taking off an old costume, right? Underneath it is your authentic self, the one who doesn't have to earn love through behavior. And people ask all the time, do you love one child more than the other? No, I don't. I love them all the same. It may not be expressed all the same based on circumstances and based on the proximity of the child and things of that nature. Like my oldest son is 39 years old. He's about to be 40 years old. And so I don't see him as much. Doesn't mean I don't love him less. It's just that life is lifing for him, where my younger children, even though they're all adults, may be more in proximity to where I am now. And I still have to show Eli special love because of certain limitations. And so it just pans out. Me and Malcolm have a podcast together in which we spend a lot of time together. And so these things manifest in those ways. That's who we're rediscovering, the real you. All right? You no longer need to play the role assigned to you. That performance is over. The real you is finally free to step into the light. Okay? And so much is embedded in these sibling rivalries, and you showed that one more love than you showed me. And this shows up a lot with adoptive children or children who are not biologically yours. And so sometimes that can manifest in those states. And sometimes it's just a figment of your imagination. Okay? And so we want to work through that, but we want to be honest, and we want to hit it head on, and we want to reach out to our siblings, especially during this so-called holiday season. It's a great time. We want to reach out for no reason at all. A lot of times we only reach out when there's some family drama or something going on. It is important to just reach out sometimes for no reason at all. Just checking up on you. Just a wellness check to see how you're doing today. And with that being said, we want to live, learn, laugh, and love. All right? And ask yourself in your journal, because there's a section for it, what am I grateful for today? I need you to go to shopurbanx.com and pick up this journal that comes with a beautiful velvet bag, a pen, some bookmarks, some Post-its, everything you're going to need for your hero's journey. I need you to go to Amazon and look up Gotta Laugh to Keep From Crying. I didn't start living until I thought I was dying, by me, the author, Dwayne Bowser. Pre-order it for me. It's important. If you want to show up tomorrow, which is Saturday, for our live in-session experiences, you have to become a member. And that you do at urbanx.nyc. Become a member. It's just $20 a month, and you can cancel at any given time. And if you want to put our membership up against theirs, there's literally no comparison. And with that being said, I will see you tomorrow, or you will hear from me with tomorrow's lesson, which is Saturday at 9 a.m. I love you, and I hope you love yourself. Peace.